They don't care until they care. So, Charbone Hydrogen Corporation is on fire lately. There's a lot of interest around the stock, and as you can see, the stock is a 3x, is a 3x from the bottom, which is fantastic to see this. But the excitement is just beginning, and it wasn't there not too long ago. I mean, if you look at some of the press releases, major press releases that Charbone Hydrogen Corporation had, people didn't care. For example, on June 4th, 2025, Charbone Hydrogen executed a $50 million financing to accelerate its hydrogen's North American expansion facility by U.S. capital. Did anybody care? Nope. The stock barely moved. There was so much selling, it didn't matter. Then on October 9, this month, Charbone successfully completes the dismantling of hydrogen equipment in Quebec and announces the arrival of main components in Sorel Tracy. So to give you a little bit of a background for those that might be new. So Charbone Hydrogen Corporation, they have numerous projects in Canada and the United States that they want to put into green hydrogen production. And Sorel Tracy is the first location that they are putting into production. But it's difficult to get financing. It's difficult for financiers to believe the economics until they are actually producing. So what they're talking about is in this press release is that they bought equipment, hydrogen equipment from somebody else, and they are moving it to Sorel Tracy, okay? To put Sorel Tracy into some type of green hydrogen production. Because once you are a producer, everything changes. You can show the economics, you can attract capital, and so this is a big deal. And then on October 14, Charbone signs 5-year clean UHP hydrogen supply agreement in Ontario, marking a major milestone in its commercial expansion. And then on October 20, which is just three days ago, Charbone announces a strategic alliance with a leading U.S. industrial gas producer. And then yesterday, Charbone announces the reception of the main components at the Sorel Tracy site and the launch of civil works. And they had, the pictures here, but this one is pretty important. So let me read some of it. Charbone, a North American producer and distributor specializing in clean, ultra-high purity hydrogen and strategic industrial gases, is pleased to announce the safe and incident-free reception of all major components of its production equipment at the Sorel Tracy site. This delivery marks a decisive step in the progress of the project. The mobilization of the site teams will continue this week to allow the official launch of civil works on Monday, October 27, the first phase of operations leading to the complete reinstallation of the equipment, connection, and commissioning scheduled for November 2025. So again, you know how I always talk about people only care 3 inches in front of their face? So Charbone for 2 years was 10 inches in front of people's face. They didn't care. The distance kept shortening, and now finally we are production is 3 inches in front of people's face, and this is what's happening to the stock price. And then this morning, another press release, Charbone completes its first helium delivery to the Greater Toronto Area and signs 3-year supply agreement with independent distributor. So some people were confused. Well, where is helium coming from? Well, they diversified into other industrial gases. But the main story, the main thesis behind Charbone is, of course, the green hydrogen. So right now the stock price is at 15 cents. Look, once they're in production, green hydrogen production, and then they can show the economics, I mean, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, because if you recall my first videos, the net present value of their green hydrogen, of their company based on the green hydrogen productions, is like more than $1 billion using discounted cash flow analysis. So the upside is absolutely massive once you start showing the economics and people believe and want to finance you. And increasing stock price does miracles, because with companies like this, they need money to grow, to progress, to deliver on their milestones and deliver on their promises. When the stock price is low, it's very difficult to deliver on those promises because nobody wants to finance you and it's too dilutive. And when stock price starts going up because of the excitement or because things are 3 inches in front of people's faces, now all of a sudden everybody wants to finance you, whether it's on the equity side or on the project financing side or whatever. People mistakenly take that fundamentals drive the stock price. In this case, with pre-revenue companies, the stock price drives the performance, and then the performance drives the stock price.